Hey guys, welcome back to Drip Virals. People usually ask me how come I keep my car looking so nice. How come I get that nice reflection on the sun? What I mostly do is I don't really do anything big. I just take a bucket. I usually have a second bucket, but it's not here right now. And I usually use some RainX spot free. And then I mix it obviously in the water. Then I always start from the top. So I always go across lightly. I never add any pressure. I always go across nice and easy. No pressure, no pressure. And I do that all the way down the windows, same thing. And then on the hood, I just do the same, nice and light, and let this fabric here, this is supposed to be a microfiber type of towel to help wash cars. Put it in your hand. I just go across the whole car doing the same thing. Sometimes I use my power washer, but a lot of times I try to use this because if the power washer is too strong, it could definitely eat a little bit away at the coating, the protective coating of the paint. But when it comes to the wheels, obviously I'm a little bit more aggressive with them because obviously this is just plain metal, and I go in between the wheels. Now when I really want to deep clean them, I put my car on the stand, I take the wheels off, and then I do it from there. Sometimes I ceramic coat them if I need to, because the ceramic coat I use is pretty light. I don't use the heavy stuff. And then from there, I just continue to do the same thing on the other side, and I'll continue the process from there. Now, even though I don't have another bucket, what I do is I take the hose and I rinse this off with the hose. I don't have another hand right now, but I rinse this off with the hose. I dip it back into the bucket and I start again. I don't just take the dirt, put it back in the bucket. That's not good, especially if you're doing the wheels. So I just take the hose, wash this off, and then go back into the bucket. That way, if you don't have another bucket, that's what you can use. Normally I use 2 buckets, but I'm kind of lazy today. I just want to get this done quick. I'm not big on always washing the car. I wash it mostly when it's dirty. But the main thing is I just try to protect the coat, the paint protective coat, and definitely use this spot free RainX. And plus this is great because when it rains, it beads off the car just like if you were to ceramic coat the whole car. So I think this is a great alternative to ceramic coating if you don't have ceramic coating, but I have ceramic coating my wheels though. Now when I rinse off, I try to use a light back and forth shower head. I try not to jet it too much. Again, you're trying to protect your coat, the protective coat. I just keep it light and then go back and forth from there and just let the natural water just take the soap off the car. All right, nothing heavy, just light. Keep it light as much as you can, and just be careful. All right. Now, if I have something stuck on the windows, I might do a jet. I might turn to a jet, or the jet option, obviously on the head of the sprinkler. But usually, I just use a light shower. I keep it as light as possible, almost close to rain, like a heavy rain type, but nothing heavy on the car. People don't realize when you jet and you're spraying the car heavy like that with a jet stream, you could penetrate that coat. If there's a piece of coat that's flicking off, you could definitely flick off some more coat off the car. So that's been my experience. So I would recommend just a light back and forth, almost like rain on the car. It will definitely come off. So okay, now I just use some microfiber towels to just dry the water off the car. Again, I just go in nice smooth strokes in one direction, the whole car. And I try to mostly get the water to fall off the car instead of having it soak up into the towels. because it's easier that way. Then you're not really pushing the microfiber towel into the car. You're mostly just guiding the water off of it, which is actually much better of a process than actually trying to gather water into the towel itself. It'll just go into the towel automatically on its own, but majority of the water, I just have it just come off the car. I just take the towel, I fold it in half so it could be the size of my hands, and then from there I just go like this. I just wipe it down. That's it. Just wipe it down in one direction. It's always best to just wipe it down just one direction. As you can see, it starts to get dry, but if water wants to come off, let it just fall off by itself. As you could see, the car maintains its shine. You can see practically the clouds on off the color of the hood, even on the sides. Everything is shining, and this is just with that process I just shared with you guys. Now my next part, and the last part that I usually do when it comes to the paint, is I use this, the Best Showroom Detailer. Spray it once the car is completely dry, and then continue with the same process. Go back and forth, back and forth. Don't go, if you're going back and forth, do not go up and down. Continue with the same process. Start from the top and make your way down. I spray the entire car, make sure everything's shine, and then I'll show you what I do with the wheels. After using the Griot Garage Best Show Detail on the car, as you guys see again, how this looks pretty well. Starting to sit, let it sit for like 5 minutes or so. Looking pretty good. Then on the wheels, I just use this AmorAll ceramic wheel cleaner, which says here is a dirt repellent technology, so I mostly use that on the wheels. I'm about to spray it now, even though the wheels look good, but I just continuously do this process every time I wash the car, or maybe every 2 to 3 times I may wash a vehicle. So I just use, again, this, I know there's no pattern, so as you can see, the wheels don't allow you to have pattern, so you just spray it on and just wipe it nice and easy. Make sure some of the ceramic coat stays behind so it could protect the wheel. All right, all I do, I just take a bottle, I spray it all around. Try not to get any of it in the paint. Let it sit for a little bit, but then I just wipe it with the rag. Make sure I get it all over. Is it as good as one of those really well name brand ceramic coatings? I don't think so, but it does do the job because these wheels actually do stay clean. And usually I keep them clean by just spraying some water on them, and then the dirt just falls right off, really. I don't have to like scrub it all the time. But usually when I wash the car, I usually spray it on the wheels for a little bit, and then just to keep them, clean as much as I can. It's very dusty out here where I live at. So for the headlights, I use this Turtle Wax Headlight Cleaner. I just put it on, move it around a little bit, spread it, put it on, spread it, and then I use another microfiber towel to wipe it off. Definitely keeps the shine, keeps it clean, and definitely keeps the sealant, especially for the heat down here. Just take some and just pour some along the headlight. I just take my hand, move it around, make sure I cover the whole headlight, and then just let it sit, do its work. I do get some of the paint, don't worry, it's not gonna harm the paint. Just wipe it off when you're done. And then I just let it sit for about 5 minutes or so. And then I do the other side. And then after that, I'm gonna wipe it off with a microfiber towel. Now, I just wipe, almost like you're cleaning it off the car. Comes right off. As you can see, the headlight looks a little bit better and is definitely sealed, which is great. It's what you mainly want. You want protection from the sun so it doesn't turn the light yellow. And this is a 10-year-old headlight set. This is the original one that came with the car. I don't know if I should change it or not. I don't think so. Still works really well. It's really good. I don't need to change something that's not broken. Now, if it was busted or something happened to it, then yeah, I would change it, but why spend the money on that? Unless you just want to, you know, keep on modifying. You got that modifying bug. But nah, I might just keep it like this for now, unless I find like a great deal on something. And yeah, that's it. It's very clear. But I don't know if you guys can see the rest of the car. It's looking great, even though the sun's going down. It's looking really good. Well, this is how I mostly clean my car. I don't get too complicated with it. I just try to be as consistent with it as I can. And that's my method. Those are my steps. Unless I really have to do like a deep clean, then I'll use a power wash and I'll use the foam and take the wheels off and then go from there. So thank you all for watching the video. Griot, we're out.
Hey, it's me.